Red Deck Wednesday or Wizard Red Deck and try to get some wins. Hopefully this will go better than our like 1-win match or 2-win match or whatever the heck it was, like very bad match yesterday. But yeah, like I was saying, that deck's just not designed for this format, whereas the deck I'm playing today is more designed for the format. It's the same deck that I've played in every episode, so I imagine that most people by now know what this 75 basically is. Not keeping a 1-land hand with just 1 play. Get out of here, phone. Easily keep. I'm actually going to leave that on top just because of we having the double Lavamancer. If I only had 1 Lavamancer, I probably wouldn't keep it because we're going to need extra mana for the Chain Whirler. But this is like kind of a pretty aggressive draw, so let's see how we're going to go. Anyway, for those of you who are new, however, the these are win 7 or lose 3 matches is what we're playing. You got a land. Alright, I'm just going to pass turn and see if we hit our land because we get way too much value from the Chain Whirler if we do hit our land. If he'd hit the +1 counter on it, we would have just Wizard Lightninged it and went on about our day. But now we plan on killing anything he plays, assuming that it's not X4. And now that it's an X4, we're just going to kill it anyway. Because we profit more damage long term this way. Also, Arguable could have attacked in and traded it for one of these, but I believe this will overall be good enough because he'll probably only be able to block one of these if any next turn. And if he doesn't block anything at all, he is hasta la vista. And we won our first match in less than 2 minutes. Could be a fast league for us. Let's see how it goes. Jumping straight into the next match, ready to party. Got some cheese balls. Got a duct taped headset. Going first again. Hand's great. Everything we want. We have a removal spell. We have a 1-drop. We have a 2-drop. We have the hazard for when we hit our mana. Obviously, we're going to want to, you know, hit a couple lands, but I mean, you can't really ask for much of a better opening hand than this. It's good versus most decks. Lead with the Beaumont Courier. Into the Skyship, probably. Hopefully they don't have a fatal push. They did not. Great for us. Everything's coming up us. Ooh, blue-black. I wonder if it's going to be the mid-range build or if it's going to be the control. Control's pretty hard. Mid-range is pretty easy in general. Hey, Sean. It's our good boy, Seanorino. Boom. 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 Get everything on the board. When we see the moment of weakness, it tends to make me think it's control, so. Like I said, this feels like a fairly good match. Gotta hope our Hazoret doesn't get counterspelled. Now that they play the hub, I think mid-range again. Yeah, now I just definitely think mid-range. I'd probably trade one of these lava runners for that. Probably doesn't get much better, but it looks like we won't have to. Click this button as fast as we can to show our dominance. Aww. I've done a lot of damage to you. Enjoy. I just want to draw burn spells off the top like crazy now. Cast down. Give us that Wizard's Lightning. Give us another Chain Whirler. Alright, okay. Well, we're just casting the big dog and letting him eat. So if they block this, they're still going to take 5 down to 6. If they trade with one of these, They're going to take 9 down to 4. Either way, feeling pretty good. So if they untap and like they have a contempt for this, they go to 8, and then we're attacking for exactly 8. Well, unless you have a blossoming defense, you are dead. Get our hazard ready back, and because it's got haste, we're attacking for 1 million. Two. 5 wins or 3 losses. What will come first? We've won 2 matches in under 6 minutes. Samtuco Husk. Our opponent goes first. Stands a keep, but it's not great. We don't have any of our high end really. Beaumont Couriers are terrible on Demir, they're terrible versus green decks. But it's good enough to keep, we just have to hope we roast some reasonable spells and not a bunch of lands. Blue-green, is it Murpho? Oh no, wow. Actually just gonna jam this guy. I feel like we're going to get to a point where we're sacking them this game, so I care more about the card than the 1 point of damage. The way these matches typically go, you typically do a whole bunch of damage to them and have to finish them off with burn. Get a mountain, so like maybe they're gonna have a sweeper. Like this may be bad, but overall, I don't really know what they're playing, so we're just gonna bash at least 1 more turn and hope that we don't lose the team. Hope there's like no fiery cannonade or no second mountain and sweltering suns or whatever it's called. Don't do it. You're in bad trouble. There's the second mountain. Don't you do it. Probably win pretty easy if our things don't die this turn. Don't think there's many things that beat us. Like he doesn't even have a desert in play, so like if it was the gain 2 land, make a bunch of zombies, that wouldn't hurt us. Five mana, double red, double green. Specifically went out of his way to get those colors. That's kind of interesting. Hours of devastation. Alright, so we're probably dead now. We've drawn another land. We're definitely dead now. Could go ahead and scoop, but since we're streaming, we won't scoop. But we can't come back from this unless like he just doesn't draw kill condition and we draw 4 burn spells or something wild. And he does have a desert now. Probably gonna lightning strike the desert. No, I'm not. I'll lightning strike his face though, in case we hit a hazard next turn. Oh, those aren't deserts, by the way. I always mess that up. Now he has 2 deserts. Also is running slim on gas other than the spring. Wrecked. Alright, that's probably enough, but again, maybe we can draw enough burn spells to just win. We can play an Earthshaker Kenra as a blocker, and that buys quite a bit of time. Not drawing the burn spells. There's 11 in our deck and we only need 3. We need 4. Alright. That's enough. 2-1. 5 wins or 2 losses, which comes first? Trying to stream a little bit faster than I normally would today. Like, normally I would let a game like that move on out and beat me, but like, it's storming pretty bad outside, it's hailing where we're at and stuff. I'm afraid the power's gonna go out, and I might not be able to get a stream, so I want to get as many matches as I can of this league in before we potentially like time out or whatever. I want to keep this hand just almost experimental. I don't think this hand's good. I think it's almost a mulligan, but just kind of want to see where it goes. But that's one of the reasons I'm trying to play so fast right now. Makes a little shorter video for everyone to watch as well. Tomorrow, as in Monday on Labor Day, we'll probably play whatever wins the Grand Prix, unless something just looks super interesting in the top 16. Or top 32, whatever they post. Thinking about doing a Legacy stream next week. That was the worst draw in our deck. I'm going to let that deal damage to me. It's too much value if we draw a land for the Chain Whirler. Well, we did not. We will not win without lands. The black build. Hurricane does nothing. Again, the worst build in our deck. I don't think we'll be able to win now, not with the third Hazard. Not versus this match. It's gonna be the shortest stream in the world. If we lose next match, we're done. I don't know, maybe I'll play a game in Eternal or something. No, my Eternal deck's outdated. Nobody wants to watch that, even though it like still just wins. Like probably 60+%. Yes, you have a Chain Whirler. He's screwing, so we'll go ahead and kill this, because that means we know they're attacking. And press F6, jam our Lava Runner, and our... Oh, land, and like maybe his hand's weak, and then we might have a chance. Like, it's a pretty thin opportunity here. So we have to get... If we draw a land, and then like play the land in that, and then play another land and discard that, then we might be good. But we like kind of need to just draw land now. I assume he'll have a removal spell here, so we're not going to shock until the Prowess is on the stack. I figure they're going to like abrade this Chain Whirler, and then we're going to kill this, and we're going to get the 10th damage in, but... We didn't hit land, so, you know, basically, again, just still if their hand's anything, we can't really win. If they keep missing on their land and they don't have a play, that gives us time to get to the Hazards, but it seems like they have multiple options of things they can play. Alright. They brick one more turn, we can actually do this. But like I said, it seems like they had options last turn, and we did not brick one more turn. They immediately had a play. There's no reason to attack here, it's a free row. He's not going to block not being at 9 life, because then we would just untap and win. That Beaumont Courier actually really hurts. They can afford to attack now if they want. So drawing a removal spell for the elemental would be perfect here. Assuming the removal spell is exactly shock. It was just past turn then. So they can attack for 4 and then they're gonna leave something back. And then the next turn they'll kill us. Unless we draw a thing. That one doesn't do it. So we're dead. No out. Maybe they won't attack for whatever reason. Like how they type good game, if I just had, you know, like Wizard's Lightning, the game wouldn't be over. But, you know, keep in mind that if we had Wizard's Lightning, he would never got the block. Hey! What's up? Exclamation mark help. Yeah, we definitely needed help that game. So we're 2-2 now. Lost a mirror, can't be upset about that, especially when we stalled on lands for so long. Or not a mirror, a semi-mirror. They also stalled on lands for a while, but like they had spells they could play while we had triple 4-drop. And our 4-drops aren't good unless we get the other ones out of our hand. Then we lost a match that I think we should have won, but maybe I wasn't supposed to tap out that turn. Now if we lose this match, this is going to be a 20-minute stream. Can we win 5 in a row? We have to keep. Hand's not great, but it's good enough. Aw, boo. This hand's not good enough. We have 3 basically dead cards versus blue deck. That's unfortunate. Now we've drawn a 4th basically dead card. I'll save my burn spells because I'm not 100% sure what they're playing. Okay. That indicates it's just blue-red control. I potentially missed a point of damage. Well, that was a good draw. I think we're going to win this game. I think I'm fine with that. I'm actually just going to go ahead and throw damage at them. 2 while they're tapped out. Go ahead and get them to 1 this way. Gives us a lot of live draws to win the game at some point. Any land wins. Obviously, basically the only card in our deck that doesn't win. That's fun. It was actually basically the only card in our deck that doesn't win. This and Karizev. Is there anything else that didn't win that turn? Thinking hard. Scar Mage. At least they had to use a real counter spell. There's just no way they can commit. That's actual suicide. Yeah, well, at least we get to jam threat in the next couple of turns. Boo. This is the second game in a row that we've just lost due to like drawing extra hazards. Like, how rare is that? We passed the 20-minute mark though. This game's not over. He still has to close the game. I guess I would rather play this one because they have to use a counter spell and not a removal spell. And if we hold this one, there's a potential that we can play multiple spells in a turn. That's not multiple spells. If it's a Gear Hulk, the game's over. Not a Gear Hulk. So we're closing in on our last turn, but they only have 2 cards left. It's not unfathomable to think. Never mind. Alright, well, we're dead. We got smashed really bad, quick 2 and 3. Yeah, apologize for getting crushed so bad. It's going to happen occasionally. This is only the second time we've not got 7 wins with the red deck. And I think we're on episode 11 or whatever. Or is it the 3rd time? Could be the 3rd time. And I can't even look at my tool, find my tool to see what it is. This is the 11th day. Anyway, sorry guys for the quick loss. I don't actually have time to play a completely full other league though, so I get her event, so I guess I'm gonna hop off here. That's gonna be the end of it. Hey Rudy, yep, red deck lose, but I mean I still think we're well over 70% with this deck. I'll pop up the deck list real quick for anybody who wants to look at it. It's a little outdated in the sideboard, but I still think the main deck's pretty fine for the Magic Online meta. But anyway, take care everybody, and thanks so much for coming by, and go watch the end of the Standard Grand Prix. I think it's still playing. Take care.